Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the London Bulldogs versus Baker Mayfield and the Chicago Blues.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Blues and the London Bulldogs. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I...
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
On the carry. Cameron Hayward on the tackle. A 2-yard gain on the play. And
third and short yardage, Mayfield. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And on now is the punter. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. As we get a look at a guy who grew up in Florida, played his college ball, of course, in Louisville. It's the electric Lamar Jackson.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass. They didn't break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Shoves him aside. Powerful running. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield got an open man. It's QT. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 39-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Mayfield. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Mo Alley-Cox.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The 1st down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 14 carries, 64 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. And he's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Joseph Charlton now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Second and 11 now. Mayfield, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
25-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Chicago.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Mo Alley-Cox, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Jackson got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. So the false start will back them up 5.
And realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they bring out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Blues.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Mayfield. A short throw. This is caught by Cox.
Mayfield's pass.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Toss left to Elliott. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Mayfield.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
A loss of
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. And now let's discuss Julio Jones. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. One more time with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and goal, Jackson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Down and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Rashawn Gary. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
The stop made by Jarrell Casey. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man in he hits him in stride. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 8. It moves the chains.
2-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. A broken tackle on the run, and then just on the other side of midfield, they get to it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. It's caught. Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones, because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
To try here for the extra point. It's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
Blues 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. It's a gain of a yard. And it's
on 3rd and 1. Here's Mayfield. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Draw play, Elliott. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
37-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Number 45.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Point after try forthcoming. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
London about set to take over on offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting 2nd half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep, Landry. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd
from the gun. Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. He'll get this to Ward. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Welcome back now here in London, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That catch, good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Tanyan underneath. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Jackson will throw again. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And Jackson throwing once more. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And a double team, and it's intercepted. Great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action. Mayfield. Open man is QT, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Mayfield down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on third down.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. London about set to take over on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. Right around the game. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
And it's up and good. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. Certainly they want to win this game, but down 3, they know what they need to do. Get in field goal range, at least have a chance to tie.
And if you approach it the right way, you almost have a safety net. Knowing just a field goal gets it done. You don't press for the touchdown, but you take it if the opportunity comes. If the opening's there, someone slips in the secondary and you get a big play. But otherwise, get the 3. Put that on the board and try to extend the game.
They'll be trying to muster 3. Of course, they'd love the score to win it. Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st down, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Mayfield. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. First things first here, they got to pick up the first down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And his kick is indeed good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play.
17.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
London about set to take over on offense.
They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard.
London about set to take over on offense.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down and attack, put the ball in the end zone and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 at a first down. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hook up right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a throw here, hold in. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
1st and 10.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. Now Jackson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
And he's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
And goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, London.
Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Londoners, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.